Hey guys, Altu here from loseweightbuildmuscles.com. I've got to apologise first of all, I haven't been around with my video updates. Don't worry, I haven't quit, I haven't fallen off the wagon. I've been getting it done every week. So I'm just gonna give you a brief update. To be honest, I was getting bored of doing the weekly updates because I wasn't really giving you anything new or anything special. It was just the same thing every week, just me waffling on about my updates. So what I'm going to do is integrate my updates and give you an informational video at the same time. So we're just going to briefly talk about my update, and then I'm going to link it to what I'm going to teach today as well. We're actually 4 weeks out, so it's Thursday today. My show's on it's Wednesday today. My show's on a Sunday, April the 1st, so there's actually 3.5 weeks to go. So far I've lost 4 to 4.5 inches on my waist, and my strength has stayed the same, which has been real cool. I haven't done any cardio, I just started cardio this week actually, so because from week to week I didn't see a drop in my waist size this week, so I said when that happens I'm going to start doing cardio. So yeah, it's 4 weeks away, and I've been dropping fat without doing any cardio, just keeping my weight training up and just manipulating my diet. And I'm going to talk to you a bit about that, how I dropped fat without cardio, in just a second. I'll show you some pictures as well. Here's some before and after pictures. So the first one, this one's me at the end of Thailand, at the end of my bulk. So that was my first transformation. And then this is me 8 weeks on. So these two pictures are about a week apart. I took the latest one in the gym a couple of days ago after my cardio session. So yeah, you can see the difference there. I've really leaned out. My abs are starting to come through. Just got the bottom abs to come out now, and just tighten the waist a little bit more. My waist is 32 inches, and most people at 32 inch waists, you know, you're going to see abs on them. But because my bone structure is quite small, 32 inch waist for me is actually still, you know, I'm still holding fat at 32 inches. I've actually been as low as 27 inches on my waist, and you know, I was quite skinny at the time. I'm aiming for 30 inches to be on stage, so we'll see what happens. But I'm consistently losing about half an inch a week. So if I keep losing half an inch, April 1st, I'll be on stage at 30 inch waist. All right, so that's pretty much all I've been doing. My training's been stable. I'm just trying to maintain strength, try and keep doing the same things that I was doing while I was bulking, because I don't want to lose any muscle. I've lost a tiny bit of muscle, but let's give you a quick flex. So yeah, you can really see the definition start to come out now. A lot of people are saying that my face has leaned out a lot as well. So I don't know if you've noticed it from my first video to today. And I got a haircut as well finally, so I got rid of that afro, getting that model look going on for April the 1st. On to the second part, how did I lose that much fat? How did I lose 4 inches on my waist without doing any cardio at all? When most people think about burning fat and losing weight, the first thing they do is head for the treadmill, or they head for the cross trainer or the rower, any piece of cardio equipment. Now, what I did in the past was the same thing. I would go from bulking up, taking an excess of calories to feed my muscles, and then when I'd cut down, I'd throw everything in at the same time. I'd jump in at the deep end. So I'd throw cardio in, I'd manipulate my diet and lower my calories straight away, and I'd chuck in loads of supplements, loads of fat burners as well, everything at the same time. So the body, when you do that, you've gone from one extreme to the other. So the body's used to getting excess calories, and now you're giving it you're putting your body in a massive calorie deficit. So what that's doing is it's putting your body into survival mode. So your body's gonna give up your muscle really quickly, because your body would much rather get rid of muscle than it would fat. So you just need to gently coax your body into getting rid of the fat. And that's what I've done this time. That's why I didn't include any cardio for the first 8 weeks. All I did was manipulate my diet slowly. And then a few weeks after that, I added my fat burning supplements in. And now I'm finally adding my cardio in, because my fat loss has slowed a little bit. So the best thing I can advise for you is to hit the weights. Make sure you're doing weights. Like whether you're male or female, it really doesn't matter. You should be doing weights, because you want to remind your body that you need your muscles for survival. Because if you don't give your muscles any stimulation through weight training, your body's going to think, I don't need these muscles. So it's going to be really happy to give your muscles away and hold on to your fat, because fat is a much more energy efficient survival tool. That's why it's so hard to get rid of fat, and it's so hard to put on, it's so easy to put on fat. So you need to trick your body, you need to do weights and remind your body, look, we need to be here because I need these for lifting weights. Otherwise, if you give up my muscle, then I'm not going to be able to lift next week. So that's how you got to do it. You've got to gently coax your body into dropping that fat. I've also been doing ab training directly. I never used to do that before. I used to just go with that motto where you don't need to train abs, all you need to do is have a strong core. I found since training abs directly with weights, and every night I'll do 100 leg raises before I go to bed as well as 3 times a week at the gym, that's really started thickening out the abs and making them a lot more visible than they were before. Also with my diet, if I just quickly talk about that, what I've been doing is a carb cycling regime. So I thought this was going to be really hard for me, but it turned out to be actually really easy. As long as you're prepared, it's a really nice diet, and one you can maintain as well. It's not that hard. So what carb cycling is, in essence, is you do a few days of low carbs, not zero carbs. We're not doing Atkins. That's for suckers. What we're gonna do is just lower our carbs. I'm taking about 60 to 100 carbs on my low carb days, and then what I'll do is I'll throw in one high carb day to fill up my muscles with glycogen, because they've been depleted of glycogen, and that keeps my body burning fat, because the carbs don't go to my fat stores, they'll go straight into my glycogen stores in my muscles and keep them looking full and hard. So I started off with 2 days low carb, 1 day higher carb, not high carb but moderate carb, so it will be like 250 grams of carbs on that moderate day. Then I'd go back to 2 days low carb, 1 day high carb, 2 days low carb. I did this for a while, and then when my when my fat loss started slowing, I added another day of low carb. So I went with a 3:1 ratio. So it was 3 days low carb, 1 day high carb. And I'm probably going to go up to 4 days low carb, 1 day high carb. And it's a really, really easy diet to follow. You know, you can enjoy your carbs, you can look forward to that carb day as well. So that keeps you motivated. It's not like the Atkins diet where you're going to come off of that diet. If you ever want to eat carbs again in your life, you're going to come off of that diet and you're going to put fat back on, because your body's just not used to having carbs as an energy source. If you use carb cycling, you can gradually wean yourself back on carbs once you've leaned out, and without too much detriment. You're not going to put too much fat back on. So give carb cycling a go. It's really good for tricking the body into letting go of fat. I'm using it for competition. You can use it if you've got fat to lose quite quickly, but don't jump straight back on a high carb diet if you wanna maintain that leanness. I could probably maintain this kind of eating for the rest of my life if I wanted to. It is an easy diet to follow, and that's what you want in a diet, something you can integrate into your lifestyle. All you need to do is be prepared, and it's a really good diet for fat loss. All right, that's how I lost fat without doing any cardio, guys. In 8 weeks, I dropped 4 inches off of my waist, and it was purely through manipulating my diet with carb cycling and hitting the weights real hard, as I always do, and doing some direct ab work as well. But yeah, I've got 2 inches to lose, maybe 1.5 inches, and then I'll be stage ready. So give that a go, and I hope that helps you burn a lot of fat. Alright guys, give us a shout if you've got any questions down below in the comments section, and ask me questions on Facebook. I've been getting loads of inboxes on Facebook. I always return my Facebooks, or Twitter as well. If you follow me on Twitter, all the links are down below, and after this video I'll be happy to get back to you. I love answering questions, so give me a shout. Alright guys, take care and see you next time.